guys, Kylo back. This is some weather footage that didn't quite make the trash can, didn't quite make feature film, so we're gonna watch it here. We got a western wind blowing across the mountains in Keystone, Colorado. I videoed this while we were skiing or treating a broken arm in Colorado, whichever it was. And up next on the old chopping block is a little bit of tornado footage. That's not your typical tornado footage like the footage I filmed when that building right there got the top blowed off of it. This tornado footage was, you know, the weatherman. Is this good content? What? Terrible. Do I have a napkin? What the hell do I have in here that wipes lenses? Let me dig around. And there's a rag. I got a rag. Is this acceptable? Is this better? This was April 2020, and on the radar it showed a tornado coming very, very close to where we were, and ultimately it missed us. That's the footage we're about to see. The top was kind of leaned over, and you could clearly see the wind change directions in this footage as the front passed by, and the tornado was touched down within 10 miles of my home. You know, I was looking out to the north. The tornado was actually on the ground to the south of me. It's pretty boring. After a few minutes, I'll speed the footage up and show you the spot where it comes through. But for now, let's just watch it together in real time the way I filmed it. This is what it was like this day, April 2020.
Good job.
Oh, we got wind changing directions and circling around in the yard. That's cool.
Hey, you may want to wait to get a bath for a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Because the weather's not doing too hot.
Let's go a little bit to the south here. And most concerns still continues to be around Heflin. Weather Service is continuing to hit on that.
And Jeff, I just want to just give you a quick second.
Let's go over there.
Bit of a wide view. I just wanted to show you using a first alert weather app. Basically, what's going on across the Arctic, why this is happening. You see this big plume of clouds here that's moving through the Arctic. That's where we're seeing the strong storms, but rain moving through parts of Central.
Andrew, I hate to interrupt you, but it does look like confirmed tornado now.
Let's take one real quick.
Shush, we're getting a bath right this second.
To hit this pretty hard.
And just some wild windsock footage, man, with the storm. Obviously, it missed us, but you still get in the updrafts and downdrafts that happen with, you know, typical low-pressure thermal activity. Just check the windsock out. It's bouncing around every which way. Yeah, just some pretty cool footage. Thought I would include that here for you guys to watch. Missed us. We were at the edge of it. I ain't chasing it down today. It's too nasty. Most of it's all south of us. I've looked at it. That's wind direction that you're seeing there. So.
The red?
Yeah. Yeah, red means it's going toward the radar. Green means it's going away. Or, is this good content?
Please don't video me.
I'm not videoing the dog. When I was on my trip this past August, this was at the Three Forks, Montana airport, and this was a rain system that was blowing by. I was actually way out to the north of this. I set the time lapse, took off, bailed out. Rain actually was falling. You can see it starting to develop right as it comes over. The rain is out of the frame just to the right, so was I. I was way past this system, and I had to turn around after I waited it out and flew back. But in the meantime, I was exploring the mountains. There I am right there, just came through the frame and landed. And this was the overdevelopment associated with a frontal passage that came through my area. I've got the drone posted up a couple 100 feet over the house. I think this might have been the day that I was chasing buzzards with the drone and flying the drone all day. I just posted it up and caught this footage. You can see the clouds really starting to develop as the sun pokes out and heats them up. Yeah, some big storms came up out of this, but it was past me by the time it got bad. And this one was from the Grand Teton Pass. I was hanging out up here during the hot part of the day. I'd just driven through Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park and decided that since it was 95 degrees on the ground and it was about 75 to 70 degrees, it was 70 degrees up here at this pass, I just sat in a chair for 3 or 4 hours, contemplated my next move, watched the weather. I believe we're looking over at Jackson Hole from this direction. This next clip was a day that I was mowing the grass at the Springhill Airport, and of course the sky was just banging off, man. This looked like a good day. Strong thermals, the cumulus, they're growing really tall. You can see, just check out this action. And if you really want to get an idea of what the clouds, let me rephrase that. If you really want to get a good idea of what the sky is doing, observe clouds like this. You can see clearly where the air is going up and where it's topping out and where it's coming down. Just watch the clouds, how they rise and fall and flow like a river all at the same time. Once you really get a grasp on observing this motion, it becomes sort of intuitive to look at a cloudscape and just know what's going on. If you can detect the slightest movement and see the picture, you can put it all together in your mind, and it makes it a lot easier to navigate skies like this when you've studied on it just a little bit. Just one time lapse a day when there's cumulus growing and dissipating will teach you a lot. It has me. And on days when the cumulus are not all that, you throw off a couple of smoke bombs. The kids and I were messing around with the drone and some smoke bombs in the yard, and what we captured on this was a little bit of tree rotor. Now, I'm going to play it again a time or two, but the tree rotor, it's just a little puff. You can see the wind suck back towards the trees, but it's not at ground level. It's those pine trees there to the left of where we're facing. We're looking at the smoke. There's that little pear tree with no leaves. But look at the pine tree and where it draws that smoke back up. The wind was strong this day, so that's what it was. It was the wind rotoring up behind that tree as the thermal was breaking and carrying the purple smoke away. Nothing quite like capturing cloudscape footage at a slow drive-through at Andy's Custards in Bossier City, Louisiana, because that's where this time lapse was taken. But what it tells me about the sky is that it was totally shredded. Look at the edges. Just everything's fuzzed out. You can see a couple big areas where there's some cohesiveness, but the majority of the sky is just ripped. It's just a low buoyancy to shear day. Even though there was strong thermals and strong winds, the thermals weren't strong enough to counter the winds doing this to it. And I believe that's just about it for the weather footage that I've got. This was just stuff I didn't want to throw away, guys. I want to share it with you. Maybe you can pick something up out of it. I really liked the cumulus when I was mowing the grass. That was one of the prettier days that I had to watch go by as I rode circles on that lawnmower. But I'm going to cut it out here, drop this one, let you enjoy it. Hey, I'll catch you real soon on the next one, guys. Much love. Kyle out.